Hi, my name's Catherine. I'm the Community Farm Coordinator here at the North Grove, and I'm here to show you around the farm again. We are going to be watching the farm in full swing. We are going to be looking at the tomato harvest, the kale and Swiss chard harvest. We're going to be looking at our garlic harvest, and I'm also going to be introducing you to the most important things we grow on the farm here. Friendship. I know it's treasy, but it's true. I'm going to be introducing you to some of our farm stewards and some of the people who help make the farm run. This is Trevor, one of our longtime volunteers. And over here we have Jean, who is one of our farm stewards. And she is a real expert in tomatoes. She ran one of our tomato workshops. So this is Ken, one of our farm stewards. He's been with the farm for longer than I think any of us. And he is, right now he's harvesting some kale, taking the big leaves. Here we have a few different varieties of kale. We have a red Russian, we have a curly green leaf, and we have something called a dino kale as well. And what's great about kale, I know there's a lot of kale haters out there, but there's also a lot of kale lovers, is that it's one of the cut and come again plants. So this is Angus, again, one of our longtime farm stewards. I do not know where this farm would be without Angus. I don't know where I would be without Angus. He's weeding out the carrots, which is kind of a thankless but important job. Really good cucumbers.
Take that one. That's huge.
Look at that. That's a good size. I love cucumbers because it's like looking for treasure. You have to really dig amongst the, oh my gosh! What? That's so big. This is called a lemon cucumber. It's kind of similar to the ones we had last year, which were called crystal apple cucumbers. And they taste like a cucumber, they don't really look like a cucumber. This is Marley, again, a longtime volunteer of ours, and she's just picking some pole beans. Marley started with us as an intern with our community action program, and that was way before the pandemic, and then since then has been volunteering in all kinds of different departments, and I really snagged her for the farm. Mark is one of our farm stewards, and he works so hard. He'll come here and work for, 8 hours just weeding in the hot sun. Usually he's here sort of long after I've left for the day. He also has a great sense of humor, as anybody who's talked to him knows. And then we have Maxine, who started with us last year as a community gardener. She said that she's the kind of person who she'll pull over to the side of the road if she sees a church or like a public garden that needs weeding, and she'll just go weed there, which is amazing. And she does a lot of our bagging of our vegetables for us. And then Nick is one of our farm stewards this year. He's also been a longtime volunteer, and he has an engineering brain, which has been really useful. He's really good at configuring things and figuring out how things are going to work. He's been working on the compost this year, which it's been really nice. We haven't had to buy as much compost this year. It's all been in-house made. Fred is another one of our farm stewards, and he has been volunteering with us for a few years now. He used to be on our board of directors, and he is just an incredible gardener. One time I was driving through Dartmouth North and I saw the most beautiful garden I'd ever seen in someone's front lawn. I looked and there was Fred sitting. I'd driven by Fred's garden. He's a really, really special gardener and just such a joy to have around. We had our garlic harvested with our young farmers group earlier this summer. So with garlic, what you want to wait for is for the bottom 3 or 4 leaves to die off. And then you know that the garlic has enough of its wrappers to be able to properly dry and cure so that it can be stored long term, like you would a garlic you buy in the store. So we pull out our garlic, and then what we'll do is we'll dry it for 3 weeks to about a month in a cool, dry, dark place. We use one of our back offices and make sure we have humidifiers and fans blowing on them to keep them really dry, and then that dries them out totally, and then they're ready to be stored. If you don't cure them, they'll last like a regular vegetable, sort of, 2 weeks in the fridge kind of thing. And that's when the garlic is still very, very moist and green, and it'll have a milder flavor than when it's cured. So these ones we left a little bit late. Can you see how damp that is in there? That is probably because it's been raining so much those last few days. You really want a good stretch of dry weather. And we had a bit of trouble last year drying our garlic, and I think that was because of this, because it was such a wet year last year. Thank you so much for coming on this tour of the farm and meeting all of the wonderful people who help make this farm happen. There's plenty more of those, and we'll see you later in the fall.